Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Sir Muhammad Chandra S.Pd. M.Ed. as our lecturer in academic speaking course, and respectable to all the audience who are listening to this video currently. So, let's start from introducing myself first. My name is Rizky Kurniawan with the student's ID of 2303050029. Who is majoring in English Language Education in Faculty of Teacher Training and Education in Raja Ali Haji Maritime University. The purpose of making this video is to fulfill the assignments regarding to review the one specific journal that is given by our lecturer Sir Muhammad Chandra S.Pd. M.Ed. in academic speaking course. And without any further ado again, let's jump into the main content of this video. So the main content of this video is about to review one of the specific journal titled Students' Motivation in Learning English. So generally speaking, this research is conducted by three researchers from Institut Keguruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan in Siliwangi, namely Neng Aprilia Purnama, Neng Sri Rahayu, and also Rasi Yugaviati. So the researchers have some backgrounds in a way to conduct this research. So the backgrounds emphasize the importance of motivations. As we have known, motivation is really necessary and also important for the students in a way for them to learn more about the materials, understand easily about the materials, apply or even create some creations that is beneficial for the society, or just simply getting better grades for the exam. And as we've known, based on that, the researchers now have a purpose on measuring students' motivations of the 8th grade students in MTS Matlalul Answar Sukaguna, which in total of 22 students are actually being measured in this research. And in a way to make sure that the researchers could possibly measure the students' motivation of 8th grade in MTS Matlalul Anwar Sukaguna, there are two main methodologies that are used in this research, namely questionnaire consisting of 10 questions, agree and disagree options regarding the students' motivations, and also the interview. The interview, which mainly asks about motivations, the kind of learning process that the students usually feel enjoy to do, and also the obstacles that the students usually face in the learning process, especially in the class. So we go to the results and discussions and the discoveries from this research. So the results from this research is that most all of the students of 8th grade students in Matlalul Anwar Sukaguna are highly motivated on learning English. So basically they have high motivations in learning process, and it shows that how high their engagement, joyfulness, and happiness is. So it shows from the data that I will provide it to the screen. As we can see that the options of strongly agree and agree are significantly dominating over the disagree and strongly disagree options. There are further distance between agree options over the disagree options. As you can see, the percentage of the data that I will be providing you on the screen. And yeah, and that's the results from the questionnaire. And how about the interview? So the interview, the students are asked about their motivations on learning English especially, and based on the questionnaire, The students answer these questions by saying that they have high motivations, truly high motivations of learning English itself. So basically they are highly motivated. And the second one is kind of learning process that they enjoy to do. So they enjoy to do the kind of learning process that mainly containing the quizzes, games, or even some fun activities that are conducted by the teacher. So they are actually feeling engaged and also happy if the teacher is conducting the games in the learning process. And that's why what makes them feeling convenient on learning process in the learning process. And they are also asked about the obstacles that they usually face in the learning process. So they answer that the untold materials is mainly considered as one of the challenges that they face in the learning process. So sometimes the teacher miss about the materials that should have been taught in the class, but then the teacher suddenly missed it and left the students feeling curious about what is actually the next material should have been given. But then suddenly the teacher forget it, and the students really have the difficulties on understanding the whole materials. And when the practical sessions when the upcoming practical sessions are actually coming from the teachers, the students couldn't be able to deal with it because they don't even have any whole understanding on the materials itself, and they ended up failed on dealing the practical session. And that's the first. And the second obstacles that they face is that unconducive class is also considered as the main problem that they usually face in the learning process. So basically, when they are trying to effortfully engage and also follow the materials that the teacher taught to them, the class is noisy. There are a lot of other students making some noise, and it really distracts the other students to be more focused on the materials. And that's those are the obstacles that the students are usually encountering in the class. and that's the results that we could conclude from this research. So to sum it up, there are two main takeaways that we've got from the research. The first is that the students are already highly motivated, which is good. And the second one, the teacher should be taking a lot of responsibilities to be able to adhere and also keep these motivations, to keep these students' motivations in the high state, in a way to make sure that the goals of the learning process, the goals of the teaching process, could be easily achieved by both of students and also the teachers. If the students is creative enough, if the teachers are creative enough to give the modules or even the technique to teach the students, then the students will be more likely to engage and will be genuinely follow the materials that the teacher taught to them. And that's all from the research itself. I truly I truly appreciate to the audience who are actually listening until now. I truly apologize if there's if there's mistakes, if there are some mistakes and misconceptions that I've delivered in this video. Once again, I would like to say a huge thank you to all the audience who are listening. And I would like to close this by saying Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.